Traditional Affairs Minister Velenkosini Hlabisa says the suspension of traditional male circumcision will be considered in areas with high rates of initiate deaths in the Eastern Cape. Hlabisa led a delegation at Butterworth out in the Eastern Cape to discuss strategies to mitigate initiates' deaths with traditional leaders. To date, 28 initiates have since died since the start of the summer initiation season in the province. Hlabisa says the decision to suspend the practice will be discussed with all stakeholders.
The male traditional circumcision is a well-respected custom in the Xhosa culture. However, this custom has been synonymous with death of initiates. Since 2019, over 200 children have died at initiation schools. Alfred Nzo, Chris Hani, or Tambo districts always account for a high number of deaths. Stakeholders are devising strategies to protect this custom.
Let's be very clear. The initiation schools, that has no trouble in terms of death. There should be no reason of moving towards suspension. But there are consistent areas. Every year, you talk of big figures. We need to make a sincere consideration that because it demonstrates is either they are not doing it right deliberately or they are not ready to do it right. Why not suspend it?
Most of the deaths are due to illegal circumcisions. 2 of the initiates committed suicide while 1 was fatally shot at a tavern. Traditional leaders say all structures involved in male circumcision need to be strengthened.
The moratorium on initiation, we need to engage broadly with structures in the community and traditional leadership broadly so that we can agree as to how can we deal with such a moratorium. But there are areas where there are no deaths. So what will justify a moratorium in such an area?
If one would come and say, let us suspend Ulwaluko, whilst there are people on the ground who are saying government failed us, they don't provide resources in order to make us to be able to do our work. I do not understand, absolutely do not understand.
The Traditional Affairs Department will convene a follow-up meeting with the Eastern Cape traditional leaders before the end of January to discuss initiation-related issues and plan for the winter initiation season. Lubabalo Tata, SABC News, Eastern Cape.